Cool FM. It's a beautiful Friday, and it's a hot day already, right? So whatever you're doing, just make sure get ready. It's gonna be a hot day. I mean, I checked the weather condition. I mean, forecast, if we always say it. And it will be hot today, right? But, I mean, it's good. It's a Friday. I know everybody's breaks up the party and have fun. All right, but for me, this is something I've always done every single day where I have to keep people abreast of what's going down on a Friday. I know it's January, and I know everybody had a chance to work hard, and it's the last day of the month. And it's also my last day on the radio, right? It's just the best way to do it, right? But the good part of everything is I'll be doing this for 4 hours. And I mean, I started this as just running around and making sure I learn, I grow in a place I've been with for over 20 years of my entire life, right? And it's also beautiful to be here and wrap this up on a day like this. So you know what? Tell your family and friends, tune in. You be getting the best of Do2dtun. My last day that I'm touching the microphone in a radio station is today, right? And I know everybody kept asking one question. So what's next? I think the good thing is, as Nigerians, Africans, we always want to jump from one thing to another. I'll be taking a bit of just a rest off the media. But you guys will be catching me at the parties, hosting parties, and doing what I know how to do best. And you don't know, the Energy Guys also a different brand. Aside the fact that I'm going to be on radio, but I mean for radio for now. I'm closing the cordons for that for now. That's the best way I can say it. I think I'll be getting a lot of questions and people, what's next? Like, yeah, I've done this for 20 years. I just want to rest away from it for a while. And then I decide what I want to do in my life. But the best part of it is you're going to catch, even as we speak, tomorrow I have a gig tomorrow, right? So, I'm still going to keep doing that. For whatever, everybody also needs to understand the passion of doing this was on a different level. I couldn't do this without the major guys who were here behind the scenes. I want to give a big shout out to Cool FM for letting me grow and learn. And for every of my colleagues, my friends and family, my dad, my mom, my siblings that supported me from day one till date. Today, I'll be calling my dad on the radio. He's not even going to know that because he's one of my biggest fans. He pushed me to do this, and I'm here right now. I think I've been able to fulfill everything as an Ondo man, going to school, giving him a certificate, and doing this and making him proud as well. So the best way to wrap this up, I'm going to give him a call live on the radio, and let's have a conversation because my daddy's one of my biggest fans doing this, right? And apart from that, I'm not going to really, definitely, accolades have to go to every single person who's tuned in, all the fans, the people, superstars have come through, and everybody that showed that love, who have made great music, made content for me to work with. I mean, I want to thank everybody too as well on that note. If you want to watch us live, it's www.coolfm.ng. Today will be a lot of great conversations. I'm bringing people that had a landmark in what they're doing, and also I opened the doors today for 5 upcoming stars coming through, aside our own superstars that have made it and still making it, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I've got someone you all respect, right? I want to open the curtains for everybody coming afterwards to be able to be inspired and see how far they can grow in their craft, because this one person is one person that has the same heart that I have. He keeps pushing a big heart for his music. He never gets into trouble, makes great music. Sometimes I feel the kind of flowers he deserves. You guys, you got to give it to him. And I've always loved his craft from day one. It's always supported mine as well. I love his transition. And sometimes I like the fact that he goes hard in what he does. Ladies and gentlemen, it's one star that never holds back. He keeps going every single time. And whether you like it or not, you book him for a gig. From 1, 3, 5 songs he plays, you're like, what the hell, this guy? And that's how I see him, and that's how I've always respected him, right? Ladies and gentlemen, right here on your number one hit music station, I'm talking about the one and the only LEX is in the building. LEX is in the building.
How you doing, my boss?
It's a great feeling to have you here on the last day.
Yes,
it's
man.
nice.
I had to be here, man. I had to be here. As paparazzi called me, I'm like, no way, I'm coming through. Yeah. So I'm excited. I was going to ask you what's next, but you already said it.
You know, the funny thing is, I think the idea is everybody, this is how I started my life and my career. But this is not exactly it, because I started as a dancer and then I moved into radio and then hype and MCing and TV. So, you see, all of those things, I'm going back to it. I love hype. I love radio, but I think radio for me, I've done my time. It's nice. I believe in the idea of opening the doors for other people to step in and pick it up. We have a lot of kids right here trying to grow as well. So, I mean, why do I want to keep this for that long? But everybody says you can grow for as long as you want. That's cool. But I don't see it that way. 20 years is enough time for me. I've done it, and I'm happy, and I'm fulfilled. I think it's time to open the door for another kid to grow. That's how I see it.
I agree with you.
But how are you doing, G?
I'm good, man. I just came back from SA yesterday, so I'm a bit tired, jet lag, but we're here now.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is you are a workaholic.
Bro, always working, man. I haven't even slept. Woke up this morning, went to the gym, just coming from the gym, rushed, so I could make it.
Thank you very much for even thinking of thinking about me, and I want to thank you, LAX, on many reasons. You know, we have conversations about music every single time, and the big deal about it is you always are here anytime we call for you, right? And that's what makes you a lot different. Like I said, I'm always going to be here in this business to give you your flowers every single day.
Thank you.
And I'll keep supporting the brand because, bro, man, you are different. I think your heart is your biggest gift. Now, but let's talk about your music right now, because I know you're working a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I see another brand you're building that you don't really talk about, right? But let me kill that. And I love
you
that.
can talk about that too.
Yeah, so you are building a brand as a DJ as well.
Yeah.
And you called it Roscoe. I love it. I love the name. Why did you decide to build that as a brand?
Okay, so like earlier last year, I was thinking of, just DJing for fun.
Yeah.
Because I always, I wanted to understand music more. Like DJs understand music more. That's
True.
why they know how to, they can tell you this song is going to be a big song or this song is not. So for me, like, I thought about, learning it. And from learning, it was now so much fun. Like every day you catch me on the turntable just playing in my house. And I'm like, why not show the world that I have this talent as well? So that's why I started.
And the thing is, I saw you play at that Day Breeze, and I was in my corner, and I didn't know when I jumped. I said, I bet who they play. They say is Roscoe. I said, which Roscoe? And they told me I walked to the booth, and bro, man, your transitions, how you've embodied this, it's a beautiful thing. And I respect that, because it also comes back to what I'm saying. Sometimes you just want to try new things. Yeah. You get to our point and say, let me just try something fresh and brand new. But I hope we're not missing LAX.
No, I'm dropping my album.
That's good. So I'm not about to give you the advice you give me, because I'm not going to take that advice now, but I'm going to tell you, bro, don't stop doing it, right?
Now, I'm dropping my album April 10th. This is the first time I'm saying it on my birthday. I'm going to be dropping my album right after Ramadan.
Wow.
13 songs.
Any surprises on it? You don't want to drop that yet, right?
No, but amazing songs. Trust me, this is like the best music I've made.
Crazy.
Because I went away from the noise. Then I went to create from scratch, from like my inner soul, like where I started music from, like what I love to do before I'm at piano, and I went back to,
he had to say that. So that was you left the Cairo. You've gone back to Cairo, right?
Not really Cairo, but I'll say like Runaway.
Oh.
Runaway. I'll say Runaway Befun. Soul music. Yeah.
So this is going to evoke emotions.
Yes.
I get that. This is crazy. So, like I said, you know how to make music. That is no doubt about that. LAX, you know how to make music. And like I said, everybody needs to keep giving you flowers. It's you are in a place of respect, and I love that about you for everything you've done, everything you embody. And I want to see Roscoe 2 more, man.
No, Roscoe 2. I'm going to be doing this year is crazy. I'm going to be doing crazy rave parties.
Mad.
With my DJ thing. I'm also going to, push my album. So it's going to be like intertwined, like both of them. I'm not leaving anyone for anyone. Okay. I'm just going to.
Do you have a name for the album already?
Nobody can pay me for my DJ.
Lie. You pay yourself.
Yes, I'll pay myself for that.
So, you have a name for the album already?
Yeah, Nobody Like Zaza.
So there are two people, right? It's like two people in one body.
Yeah.
There is Zaza.
Yes.
So what's the difference between Roscoe and Zaza?
So the thing about it is, all my career, I've always had like an alter ego.
Okay.
At every point. And it has helped me a lot with my mental health and my theme and what I'm pushing for. Because, you know, if you are confused, it's because you don't have a direction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so for me, like, I always like to have something that I'm working with. So it started with Razaki. Then I moved to Zaza. Then there's Roscoe. Then there's even what my people call me now, working billionaire. So there's everything I'm trying to embody.
So let's break this down. What is the difference between the working billionaire and Zaza?
So the working billionaire is what my private people see, like my people at home.
Yeah.
Because I'm very, very generous.
Okay.
In that sense.
Okay.
But Zaza is just a lover boy, cool boy. Don't shout too much. Don't get into troubles. Just making sweet music.
I get that. And we want to see that. And like I say, I see this street like mad. I did street too.
We did together.
No, we did together. This one I just closed doors conversation.
No, but this will even give you more time to focus on.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, it's nice for your mental health. It's nice to try new challenges. If you look at me, there's so many places I can work, to be honest. Like I said, for my experience, what I've done, and there's so many things I could do for myself as a person. So, listen, just check that part of me out. And this time around, I'm coming out blazing, bro.
Yes, because you have more time.
Absolutely. I have more time to think and do some new stuff with for myself and for everybody else as well. What a pleasure having you here. Thank you for honoring me. Thank you for coming out. It's a very, very different feeling because I feel like I'll be talking to you, but now I'm not going to be talking to you on radio.
No, but I want to thank you too, for supporting me over the years. Yeah. Like every time I call you, you're always, ready to support me, play my music. And now it's hard to find that. Trust me, the industry is different. Now.
It is. But it's nice for people to understand. And that's why I'm in the media. I'm also trying to break the gap, bring a lot of younger ones and say, listen, there was a way we used to do these things. Yeah. And it worked, right? And that's why you see sometimes when they celebrate certain people is because they open their doors and gave people a lot of platform to grow. But these days, I understand what you're trying to say. Everybody has monetized every single thing. Conversation is a lot different. And sometimes people have become inaccessible as well. So I understand what you mean. But like I said, it's one of the things also I'm trying to shape in the industry. I might not be able to do it here, but I mean, I want to be able to bring a lot of new cats and say, listen, this is the way it was done. Let's get in a room and have conversations that are a lot different. Because I also understand from the perspective of an artist as well. Yeah. Because they are also looking at it from the fact that, we're also part of growing other people, but sometimes we don't grow. Or we get the lists from the food chain. But I'm like, look at me. I try so hard to it's not here to make that money, but it's the fact that this projects me, and you got to do what that current projection does for you. Not everybody's going to think outside the box, but it's necessary that they start to think that way, right? But thank you so much for coming on the show, LAX and
yes.
LAX, Zazara Zaki, Roscoe, and Walking Billionaire, right? Thank you so much for coming on the show. I love you, G. Yeah, you know that for sure. I love you very much for what you've done and you've done for the culture, right? But we cannot even move on because oh my get Wale. We cannot. The truth is, I said it on one of my videos on my drop today. This next man was one other person. Forget that street boy madness. There's a lot of things I respect and I love about him. I had one of my most intriguing interview with him. If he denies this, I'm gonna dig it out. He was on the show. Yeah, he was on the show, and that's the first time I saw Small Doctor cry.
I need to see it. I haven't seen it.
But please, can you pass this mic to him? Let's push this mic out for him. Let me help him out. Because, right now, let me tell you one thing. I have receipts on everybody. No, I'm not going to put you down. No. Why would I do that? You're my guy now. How far now?
Oh, so you didn't put it out?
No, we put it out then at that time. But, it flew over everybody's head. But I had one of my best interviews with him because it was
When
very
you have
honest.
bars in the sky,
And it
onboard
was real.
showers,
We'll
and
be right back until
award-winning
96.9
in-flight
Cool FM No
entertainment, it's no
Touchdown Radio.
surprise that Emirates was recently named the best airline in the world. We fly you to over 140 destinations, and with partners across the globe, we connect you to another 1,700 cities across 6 continents. So when we say we're also the largest international airline, what we really mean is, if you're going there, so are we. Book now on Emirates.com. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
that means is you do not insult anybody for my gig, no problem. Guaranteed. And this guy's held it down from day one, right? He has and still has one of the biggest concerts for his people on the mainland, and he does it every year. Now, apart from that, you cannot go to any gig, any show with him. You are going to receive a lot of energy. So the same way you guys question me as the energy god. Listen, there's some people I look up to. Listen, this guy's sometimes I always ask any question. Anybody you see now that's going crazy, performing in a very unassuming way, they kind of picked it from him. He's a crazy guy, right? And I think for what he has embodied is an ambassador for the music, ambassador for the culture, an ambassador for the streets, and he has held it down. Always looks good, has a lot of money. Oh, but I mean, when I say you have a lot of money, I'm talking about talent, right? I had to rephrase it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the one and the only Small Doctor is in the building. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. And I'm going to say this, ladies and gentlemen, you're tuned into 96.9 Cool FM. You can watch us live on www.coolfm.ng, stream live, and enjoy the show. Today is my last day on the radio. And I already told the team, I said in one of my revealing interviews, I had one of the most intriguing interview with you because you opened up on so many levels. Things you've never said before, you opened up on the show, and that's like 8-7 years ago. I cried. Right. And you cried on the show as well. And I said, don't worry, I'm not going to dig it out yet. You yabbed me out, dig it out. How you doing, Small Doctor? What's going on?
I remain loyal to your government.
How are you, man?
Remain loyal, all the chilled.
Thank you so much for showing up. And thank you so much for what you do for the culture, bro.
I mean, everything I want to do now.
Is it the same way now?
100%.
Is it the same that things were now? Is it the same way now?
100%. Nothing has left. Always included. You have to just look for a way to make things evolve for the good around yourself and people around you as well.
Yeah.
So basically.
So when you talk about the core of the streets, you represent the street a lot,
100%.
right? I'm sure there's something you see every day and you want to change. Mm-hmm. What is that thing?
Drug abuse.
Crazy.
Yeah, drug abuse, because the rate in which young kids are going into drug now is alarming, to be honest. You see, nothing is going to take the street out of me, to be honest. I've been to like 20 countries, and I don't think anything represents me more than who they come from, the streets that I represent. Yeah. So it saddens me to see them go astray most times, That's why in any of my songs, you can never hear me say maybe like a vulgar word or promote drug, alcohol, whatever, So it's been like that since my start.
But is it hard making a music without saying that?
Okay, to me, it's what you believe is what you do.
True.
To be honest, you understand? Because I see so many artists now feel like, if I say this, people are gonna accept it, no. I've released so many songs that have been top 1 for severally, and I never mentioned maybe anything out of.
No, I think we should give him a round of applause for that, to be honest. I mean, bro, you're a legend in this, because the truth is, paying attention to your music, you hardly hear things like that.
Yeah.
So was that very intentional?
It's very intentional. That's why any of my songs, you can never hear a beep like radio version or something. It's because I'm being intentional making songs, to be honest. There are several songs that I've made and I have in the archive that I just feel like, this is Small Doctor, this is what I represent, to be honest. Yeah.
Is it coming from a place that you've been there, you've done these things? Like you mentioned drugs. And is it coming from a place, have you ever done drugs before?
Okay, that is the thing. I never took alcohol, I never smoked, I never did nothing. But I've been among the most dangerous things in life. Okay. You understand? I slept on that bridge of Oshodi for like 5 years, Mushin for like 4 years, Eko Dumota for like 5 years. I gigged severally before I went to get gig again. So I went to Ibadan, Abeokuta. So the most deadly places I've been there. So it's just it's just my mom's word that we say, if you don't program yourself, life will program you. So basically, I've been living by that all this while. So, and it's working for me. So why is it not going to work for other people? So that's why I try my possible best. Sometimes when I go to my house in Agege, or I go to my father's house anywhere, once I enter Agege, everybody knows I'm around. So they just know if it's not here, it's here. So those two places, they come, we marry together, we do all of those things, and I just try my possible best to make them know, don't do drugs, don't go into robbery, don't go into stealing, don't rape, don't do anything. We just put behind bars. Because there's one thing I would say, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. So it's better you just stay out of it, stay clean, and to God be the glory, I've been able to make them see a better life as well. That's why every of my concert,
You do it for the people.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
We'll be right back in the show 96.9 Cool FM. Small Dogs in the building. Last on radio. Right back.
Get yours. It's now available.
With Amstel Malta.
penalty, I wanted to give it to Consequence.
God will not let you give your glory to somebody else.
Yeah, I give it to Consequence. Consequence has been a guy that I've known since scratch.
Yeah.
In that time, I was, I said I was staying in the show then. So it was like a young boy. I was like, I would like your boy, boy. But me, I be
streets.
You understand? If you want to me, so
I get that.
Consequence, but in the days of quick response, so one guy just came. DJ Code just say, Baba,
Code, that's a good friend.
Yeah, he just sampled it in club later. He just sent me video. Baba, I love you. The drop with the song with the artworks and everything, just dancing Burubejo.
So you almost gave that song the Consequence.
Yeah, 100%.
Penalty.
Yeah, I won't give it to Consequence. Trust me.
Did you? No regrets, I mean.
To me, I just feel like I can do better. See, tomorrow I just feel like when it goes sing, so everything is unplanned. To be honest,
I get that. Penalty is.
No worry, it was my life changing. No worry.
Crazy.
Penalty gave me 60% of everything I own today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. One song.
It gave me 60%.
My goodness, I won't go single.
Baba, so many
I've tried it, but
it'll be your way, don't worry.
I get that, I go try it.
It's like somebody saying he wants to compete with you in that hype of a thing. Okay, let's be like this. You see that 6, 7, 8 years that I came to do interview here. Yeah. If they tell you, say, you go be hype monster one day, he said, look, you so much believed in this radio, like even you now, if you like bro lowo. Pepenazi now, I don't put that for radio.
No, Pepenazi is so. I love God, but he's all gone on a different level.
He's so senior brother of God, junior brother of God, and God himself. So, Baba, tell me more.
What is up with me? Basement doctor. Wow.
Pepenazi just followed them. Pepenazi, my bro, what's up now?
I'm proud of him, bro. I'm proud of him.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
I'm proud of him.
Pastors are making money.
Yeah, the weird thing is, no, not that kind of pastor. He's not that type of pastor. But I can't see that. He still has a heart. Sometimes I wish I could see him make those kind of records again, because Illegal is still a hot 100%. Tune till date.
See, that is the thing. One thing about street music, it never goes off.
I agree.
See, only overcast by DJs, if you play it anytime, any day, people will be like, yay. Because, see, come to think of it, that word, only overcast anytime. So it still is in existence. So that's one thing about street songs.
True.
So go and give me one R&B song of 2000. Bro, I started music 2001. Or you say, go and give me R&B song 2001. Come on, move on.
Star Plus.
Olufumi. Not me, but I'm just telling you. See, if they come here now, they go say, nothing like R&B, nothing like soul music. It's fine. Hello, my car is a pocket copper trot.
You know what? What's happening this year? I mean, what is the plan for this year for Small Doctor?
Bigger things are going. So, firstly, I'm dropping my official single of this year. We're starting on a high note of this year, for this year. So, a different Small Doctor is coming. I'm not that I'm deviating from
what they know you with.
So
okay.
I'm not, you understand? So, sometimes like when the music journey changed to what it was to what it is, I was scared to take that man-to-man move.
Yeah, but man-to-man is a hard tune.
That's what I'm saying. I was scared, but my manager was like, "You, Baba, do it." See, like this, I can sing Arabic, I can sing it. If I play my songs for you, go, now it be this. Yes, but this, you get to a point, like, every artist does it, like, she will put this one out like this. They are scared to make that moment. And you see, there's one person, Oladele Genesis, he tells me, the fear of the unknown kills so many people.
I agree.
So me, I don't conquer that one. Nothing concerns me. If it works, it works. If it don't work, my already, my to go mission. That's it, bro. Baba,
I love you, man. I love you. I love you, man. You're locked to 96.9 Cool FM, your number one hit music station. It is the midday show on a Friday, and today is my last day on the radio. And I have got Small Doctor who came to show me so much love. I mean, we've known Small Doctor is one person that every day we see, we connect on a whole new level. The one thing I've not been able to do is host. I think for every time I was supposed to be on my gig, Bomba Beta concert every time. There's always something. I'm always busy.
And if you see, I always still come. But you go get because I mean, person will be say on my tapata the day. We can call away because I day booked. Me I dey feel happy. It dey booked. Ke they go. You know so many artists.
True.
You know, small Baba, I dey booked. Bro, me how much I want give you? You forget say with the full stadium, Baba. You see. Bro, imagine me spending like 90 million on the concert and not seeing 1 million naira.
Crazy.
So imagine, now like say I work January to November, I can't carry a pack for I give boys December. But me, this is the 7th edition, me for Shege regardless. So you artists will be street boy or whatever, Shege, you can't get giga. Baba, I beg, I don't know if you come. So many artists will be like, Baba, I beg. Even after the show, Baba, bro, me, Marie, the thing is, I'm happy you are getting engaged because, bro, number one thing is, if you are not getting engaged, that means you are not popping. And if you are not popping, even me, I no go reach out. In all honesty, that's the thing.
Crazy.
That's the thing. See, people say I'm too real. No worry. I mean, really want to look me.
Oh my goodness! When I say I had one of the most intriguing interviews. Now this is evident, right? Because he says his truths. And I think that's the same playing field for me because a lot of people would judge me based on the fact that I say and speak my mind and the truth. You know, however way you want to place me, that's good. And however way you want to comfort me, that's great. But the truth is, I think the industry needs a lot of truths. You know, there's so many fakeness. There's so many, lies. People come and tell stories from where they were born, forget the history, lie about what you're doing and crazy stuff like that. I mean, the truth is, like, if we open that can of worms, I think the world might just come to an end. But the truth is, we just want to do it for the culture and for the music, right? Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, look out for Small Doctor. I cannot wait to hear that, Brad. There's no song you drop that is not a hit. And I think you mastered the craft, you mastered it. And my question in the beginning was the way things were done before. I know things have changed. What's that one thing that has changed now that you don't like?
Monetizing everything. Basically, monetizing everything. See, Baba, I will say this everywhere. Radio and Alaba helped me. True. Right? And my prostrating and Alaba said they don't come into show. We say, I suppose collect one another. And me, it pay me make I run go help them clean chair before everybody come because them they started it. But now before you say Baba na like this, so before you say B Baba, you know say boys go. Before you say C, you know boys go. I understand, but everybody has to eat. You understand? And is a fool that will be or a selfish person that will not be wanting the other person to like elevate and I agree. But capitalizing on it has killed so many things and has killed so many times. Bro, you need to come see my DM. Come see, even manager they send me screenshots from bookings mail where is those book Small Doctor. They will say, Baba, the artist now money for kinikon this social person say make I go bring social amounts. This person you know you know, so there are so many about me. I'm just telling you. But to be honest, make what is content me say okay. When I they grow up, this thing. See, Baba, these guys, these boys, they find it hard to see. Forget the clothes we they wear. They don't get shish.
I agree.
It's because the amount they are putting into that thing, they don't feel see them back. You can't. Like enslaving them, all because they just want to look good out there and all of those things. Me, I started as an independent artist, and I'm still an independent artist. See, but how many independent artists you want to see now? And your number one song is not even your song. Your follow-up is the song. Imagine a Small Doctor can perform for 1 hour, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back, back to back. Papa, I don't go show with one boy. And then Bialagbara, they don't stand. She say, ah, small, who come making go? I say, why? I just won't get impact for your life, saying I'm shook you. You understand? So wow. I've faced so many crazy things. She get. So imagine how I come out. I just watch and just guys can sand pour for your face, just they run, they go. You understand? For Elisha. So that's crazy. So boys now, they just want to just have illegal impact on themselves. That's why most of them are, feeling depressed, doing drugs. If I don't do drugs today, tomorrow it will take away my pain. Crazy. And tomorrow, bro, you go wake up, still they feel that pain. They go. Why no for about like move bottle water, clear water, go face it, clean and clear.
Oh my God! Listen, guys. Small Doctor, you are a great guy. You're a gem. I think you are. I mean, if I'm listening from the top of my head, I think the government should make you an ambassador for this. Because the truth is, I mean, regardless, they don't know how to make you that. You're already doing that. Because, I mean, from your education, what you preach, your music, what you represent. Because the truth is, I mean, look at your growth, what you've done with yourself and your life, how you relate with your people, the relationship, the brand you've grown. I think anybody that grew up on the street want to be like you, to be honest. And I think that's one thing I've always respected you for, what you've done. And for the other guys, now, like I said, now, everybody says, oh, I'm from the street, and they brag about it. Because the truth is, the same street grew all of us like this. All of us. Me, I be Aguda, I be Okuku boys.
Now, everybody's to be honest, everybody's from the street. If they ask you now, where do you stay? Number Kineko Street. You are from the street. See, forget it. Everybody capitalizes. You are from the street. The thing is, it's not by calling yourself the street. Can you stand the test of time?
God.
That is the thing. Can you stand the test of time?
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Olamide.
Oh my goodness.
Can you stand the test of time? Bro, I've been around for a minute and I'm still here. See, I've seen people come and go. Can you stand the test? See, forget that. Bro, it's deeper than deeper life.
God. And that's on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we wrap this up, right? Thank you, Small Doctor, for coming on the show. All right, today already, so Friday will pop. I'm guaranteed. I have another guy coming up very soon afterwards.
The guy that's superstar.
Yeah. But I also have some really hot kids. The guy who actually broke a world record, right? I mean, Guinness Book of World Record is here too as well. And today, like I said, I open the doors for guys. I don't like coming people upcoming. They are musicians who are trying hard in their own in their own box, in their own spectrum, and trying to see the next level. And they didn't get the chances to meet me while on my days on the radio. And today, as the last day, I got a few guys to come on the show and let's talk about their music as well.
One thing before I go, shout out to you, to be honest. I don't think I won't buy for yourself. I don't play. Say make I bring Parara come studio. Make you understand. But there's no song where they go sing for person. Say this is your last day. Come. I can't say I should Merry Christmas. Christmas don't go. You understand? But regardless, I want to say a very big thank you to you, my brother.
Thank you so much, man.
No be your new part. I won't say your new adventure. Say go. You don't the adventure and they come. Because last time when I see you, where you collect millions, you come one place for mainland. I see you, they hype God. Oh, yeah. So it's still the other path. So I just pray it gets bigger and you know go see anybody we go shalak back. And us crown go born for you.
Amen.
God bless you.
Thank you so much, Small Doctor. Back to the show, 96.9. Cool. immortalize someone that was special to us. And since then, he kept dropping his own singles and songs, and then he stuck. And I'm not going to leave radio without talking to him. I mean, to be honest, I think I met you a couple of times, greetings in events and a couple of shows, but this is the first time you're on the radio with me. And today I wanted it to be a special day for those people that, they're doing something really hot in right there. And I just get to have that conversation with them before I wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on your number one hit music station, the Midday Show, I'm talking to the one and the only Aox. How you doing, G?
I'm doing very great.
Welcome to the show. So the part I said about doing a Mobad song, can you explain what exactly was that? Was it your own song, or you did that to immortalize Mobad, or why was it a story around Mobad?
I feel like that song will be one of the biggest coincidences in the history of music. I don't know if something like that has ever happened, because Walking Dead was a song I made a year before Mobad even died.
Wow.
So, yeah, but the snippet had been out. So, when he died, a guy had his picture on the song, posted it, and before I knew, the song blew. And at that point, it just matched with everything that was going on.
So it felt like it was, clearly if you hear it, it's a very spiritual song, right?
Yeah.
But it kind of just seemed like it was a revelation you made before, and then it kind of just happened.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about my music, because it feels like sometimes I predict the future. So yeah, it was just me telling my story, like telling my own perspective of what I think of life. And a year later, somebody died, and the song just matched with the whole stuff. So yeah.
Is there a repetition anywhere? I mean, is there any time that you made a song and it was that spiritual, and then it kind of manifested?
Yeah. A couple of times.
Can you give us one scenario?
Most times it's always like personal. It's always like maybe I predicted something like this would happen to me, and in a song and in real life it just happened.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Did you ever think of a record deal? Did you ever think about getting a record deal?
I don't think I've ever put that in a song, but it's like my own little prayer. Yeah.
Wow. But you have a team now.
Yeah, I do have a team.
And how have you guys been moving? Like, honestly, like I said, you are one very organically groomed artist.
Right.
Like, you just make music, you're not thinking too much about it, and it just works.
Yeah, I feel like that's the misconception about me. A lot of people feel like I don't take music that too seriously, but it's just that sometimes you wish to do more, but when you don't have the resources, you just have to stick to what you know how to do. And one thing that I stick to is growing my fan base, and I've been able to do that. My fans are called the Loners. And I feel like when we are mentioning like top 10 fan base in Nigeria, if I'm not number 9, I'll be number 10. I'm definitely top 10. That's like the strongest fan base, which are the Loners. Yes. So that's one thing that I've been able to like do.
So you're clearly on the right path. I'll tell you what, because a few weeks ago, I was speaking about community building as a musician. I talked about the Whiskey FCs, 30 BGs, the Ravers,
Fire Citizens.
Yeah, the Fire Citizens.
Mafia. Mafia.
Yeah, crazy. So it is necessary you build a community as well. Right. And now if you think about it, at what point did you stop, servicing it? Because now building a community or a fan base is pretty hard.
Sure.
But because they're all scattered.
Exactly.
They might probably just, if you're not locked to them, how have you been able to keep them locked?
Before Walking Dead, that's one thing people need to understand, that before Walking Dead, I've been here. Walking Dead just showed my talent to the world in like a different angle, but I've always been like that nigga. I don't know if I could say that on radio, but then today's
a different day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I've had a couple of songs in the past that did well, maybe not as well as Walking Dead, but then that was the point where I started. Because right from time, I've always wanted to be this artist that you don't have to listen to every day, but when you need an artist to, like a therapist, when you need an artist to listen to when you're down, I want to be that guy. So that's like my mindset. So right from when I graduated from secondary school, one of the core things that I made very, very, like, that I took very, very important is my fan base. And one of the ways I've been able to do that is that aside from having the name The Loners, I connect to my fans on like different levels. Aside from, I reply to DMs. We have like a group where we all talk like we are guys. So yeah. That's one of the way. And there's no show that I'm going to. You would see somewhere somehow Delonas. So I feel like that way unconsciously I've been able to like grow.
You know, there's a general perception about musicians and education.
Yeah.
Right? You speak so intelligently.
I'm honored.
You speak so intelligently. Did you go to school? Or what education would you require?
Yeah, I went to uni.
Oh.
I'm not done.
Oh, cool.
But I should be done this year.
Okay, what uni do you attend?
Adekunle Ajashin University.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, yeah. Are you an Ondo boy?
Yeah, I'm from Akure.
Nice. I'm an Ondo boy too as well.
Really?
Shout out to you.
Where
Yeah,
in
I'm
Ondo
straight. I'm from Ajue.
Oh, we are brothers.
Ah, nice. You just made me love you even more. Wow, because you know we're not minorities. I always say that, right? And why I said that because typically, so you have parents that said, "Listen, whatever you do, you must go to school." Do you have parents like that?
Not really. Not really. My dad loved school, but I lost him before I could gain admission into uni. But then my mom always believed that I know what I'm doing, and with the help of my brothers, because they are like my team. So they've been able to like convince my mom that don't worry, even if he does not take school too seriously, he's going to do well in this part.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that because you know that's it's like I'm not surprised because my dad said I don't care what you do, my G.
Yeah.
You gotta finish school.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the reasons why is not everybody will get an education, but it's necessary you actually have a skill in something.
Yeah.
I mean, these days, then we talk about education, school. You got to go to school. I want to keep saying that, but I also feel like if you don't have that edge to do that, but have a skill of something that you're great at and doing, because it will help you when all the chips are down. Right. You have something to fall back to, right? But that's good. AOX, man. What do you think about record labels?
Record labels.
Are you independent?
Not totally.
Okay.
Not totally. I have like a team. I have like a management team, and I'm also working with a new label, especially with my new project coming soon.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, do you want to say anything?
I actually want to talk about it because it's like
I think you should.
Yeah, that's my sophomore project. I have like an EP dropped already. Last Son of a Widow.
Oh.
But this next one is coming in like 2 months, I guess. Yeah.
You have a name for it already?
I have, but I want to actually keep that a secret for now. Yeah.
You know, for somebody who wouldn't name it, but it was Last Son of a Widow.
Yeah.
So there is a genre they call Afro Adura. Wait, hold on. I mean, that's it. I'm not sure they can tell you more about me. You come on the show, I'll ask anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, your job is to, and that's why, I mean, you're great. It's a craft. You got to speak about it. And that's the power that you have. Yeah. They call it Afro Adura. Is it a genre you want to be associated with?
I would say Afro Adura is like one of the, I'm not going to say the most, but I feel like that's one of the most, where you find the most talented artists.
True.
100% good music. I don't think I've ever listened to any Afro Adura song that does not speak to your soul. But at the same time, I'm versatile.
That's okay.
Today I might be an Afrobeat artist, but my own niche, my own genre is Afro soul. But I have so many records that are actually Afro Adura too. Yeah. But I don't think I would want to be boxed on
boxed.
that.
Okay, good. And I think that's the answer to it. Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to be boxed in a genre because now these days, even your face now saying, "Bro, I'm not don't box." And I'm seeing it come from an angle where nobody wants to be boxed, and I get that, you know. But sometimes it's nice when they ask you questions about what genre you do. Yeah. And this Afro Adura is something, it's just some bunch of guys that just created it.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know how to explain it. But, you know, I think the thing in Africa is we just want to call something. Oh, yeah, so what do you do? It's Afro rave.
Yeah.
And everybody just rolls with it. I get that. So, and I can have my understanding from that point of view. But, AOX, the truth is, you know, I've been a fan of your music. I mean, the truth is, it's nicer when I see someone, a diamond from the rough, pop, because I'll tell you, in a year, we have a lot of artists, but we don't have a lot of breakthrough artists. Now, we have a lot of good artists, but we don't have a lot of breakthrough. So sometimes you can count 1 or 2, 3 that we hit the mainstream and be there.
Yeah.
But you have that potential, right? And I think for what you're doing now, it'll be nice, more visibility for you. Work hard on your craft a lot more. I don't really see you in a lot of places. Are you a very private person?
I'm a loner. I'm the loner of Afrobeat. I should put that out there. But at the same time, I'm more to myself. But this year, I've promised myself that I need to be out.
It'll be good.
Yeah,
I think I'll love that. I'll love that. I love that. I want to see more of you out there.
Yeah.
And the best part of everything is, on this show, we always want to create an EP of our own, right? It's something I started lately, and I think I've officially gave Diverse an EP to work with. So let's create ours now, right?
All right.
I see you making a record. I mean, if you're going to record this is free A&R. I call this free A&R.
Yeah.
Rabbit, can you drop something for me behind? Let's make this very, very audacious, right? So, I see Aox doing a song with Lona.
Wow, that's crazy.
It works, Abby.
It is.
I see Aox doing a record with Brymo.
I clapped.
What does the new
You know what? I know we'll be right back in the show. I've got 3 more. Don't touch that radio.
tall drape
We might be doing that tonight. But, you know, today I'm having a conversation with a lot of great guys in the building. I've got Aox. Is a diamond from the rough. I mean, he has depth when it comes to his music. And I like the best part of him is, you know, when somebody can brag about their fan base and say, my community, they got me. That's a big deal. And that's for every artist in this building. If you listen to the show, it'll be necessary. You got to build yourself. You got to build yourself. It is necessary. You work that out. You have to do that. You have to, right? Okay, I've got DJ Rabbit on the ones and twos, playing the best hits always. Aox is in the building. We stopped at Brimo, right? And
Yeah.
I said we were going to create an EP together on the show, which is one of my trademarks. Yeah. So the third song I see Aox doing, and this is not even any. I feel like it might take it to a whole new level. Okay. I feel like it's just because of where his sound is placed now to as well, and how legendary he is with what he does. A song with Wizkid.
That's quite unexpected.
And the truth is, Wizkid is the Wizkid with the MMS Ashake.
Yeah.
You see that vibe?
Yeah.
Imagine they did a song with you with that same vibe.
That would be very, very great.
That's gonna be magical, right?
Yeah.
Aox, and I mean, this one, I don't think you really see this coming, but I think it will really work. Aox and Shea Vibes.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like people will have to get like their handkerchief aside and just put their speaker on and bro, tears on the
crazy. That's Shea Vibes and Aox. That'll be crazy. And one last one.
Okay.
I'm gonna give that spot to you. I don't want to be selfish.
I'm not gonna lie. Your list is actually very, very crazy. Yeah, especially with the Brimo, because I've been thinking about it. And one thing about me is that this new phase that I'm in now, I'm actually working with unexpected people that you would never expect me to collaborate with. And I have one of them on my project. I'm going to tell you that behind the scene.
That's good. That's
I'm
good
for you
That's
behind
good.
The scene, but
so let me just throw this out here, right? For the Brimo, because Brimo is a very spiritual guy.
Yes.
He's someone that he wants to make music based on how you guys connect.
Yes.
There's no guarantee the song might come out, but that's Brimo.
Yeah.
But he's a good friend of mine. And I think I'll speak to you, man. Maybe we can make that happen.
I'm not going to lie. Nah, it will be too much to say I will worship you after. But then if you make that happen...
So are you saying if I get a collaboration with you on Brimo?
I would appreciate that.
Okay.
Because I love Brimo. And that would be we might be looking at the Grammy. Yeah.
So, you know, we're going to open that door, right? And I'm saying that it's just a way to wrap the show up as well. Apart from that, you know, that E&R is something I do like this. It's not it's beans. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of Nigeria, international record labels coming here. They sign the wrongest country managers. Let me just have them. That's a culture thing. But the guy that works with you is the right guy.
Yeah.
So we'll talk. Don't worry.
No problem.
Right?
I would
We'll make that happen, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted the last spot is for you.
For the last spot, I'm not saying it's not going to be far-fetched, but I feel like a song with me and Omale would actually really slap. Bam. I feel like that would do the nation a very good one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Would you say you make music for sad people?
Yes, I do. Because I feel like those are the people that can really relate to who I am, like personally. Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. And I mean, if you want to take it to the next level, God willing, imagine you ever get a record with Billie Eilish.
Broadwave.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, they like looking at me like, but like I said, anything can happen. Hey, yo, thank you for coming on the show.
Really
this is my officially the last time I'll be speaking to you on radio. We never know, it could be on any platform, but on radio, we're done.
Man, I have to actually give you your flowers too. I know a lot of people have been coming here with flowers, hibiscus, ornamental crops, different kind of flowers, but thank you.
Thank you.
Because the first time I got to like really know about you, aside from seeing you on stage with Olamide, is there's a guy called Bobby. He's from Ibadan. He's like a rapper. That video is like maybe 8 years old. I saw that video and I saw you in the background. You were like hyping him up. It was like still growing then, and seeing you doing that for him at that particular point showed me the kind of person you are, how you're so into helping the youngest grow. And I hope that everybody has said it actually, that your new journey will be. But I just hope you keep growing bigger, bigger and bigger.
Like I said, I'm on the sitting right now. I mean, I'm not supposed to use that word, but you know when they say you're on the kick of gunpowder, it could go blow anywhere. But thank you very much, man. Aox, look out for him. The EP drops in a few months. He don't want to let the name out yet.
Yeah.
And the conversation, I'll try. I mean, for Brian Moore, I think that's a magic that will work, right?
I would appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll make that happen. Shout out to AZ. Make that happen. Shout out to the whole team as well.
Yeah.
I have another kid on coming up very soon. He attempted to break the world record. All right? A producer who is trying so hard to break the numb. I respect that a lot, right? So get ready, ladies and gentlemen. And I have another person coming on the show. Like I said, it's a duo. An upcoming guy. No, so I said I'm not going to use that word. A superstar. As they're getting ready for the next level, right? So you be right. They'll be right here on the show. I'll let their names out when I get back on. I've got DJ Rabbit on the ones and twos. Do not touch that radio. Cool FM, your number one hit music station, 24 hours music station is the best of the best. We play the best of the best hits, and it is a Friday. Fridays are always busy, right? Busy days, but it's also a chill day where you know that I'm done with work. I just want to get into get home, have a good rest, or just enjoy myself, and you just think of something I want to do, right? But it's nice. We could put you on the right path. We set the mood for you to have a great weekend. And today is a beautiful day. Today is a day of magic. Today is a glorious day. Today is a day of acceptance, a day of fulfillment, a day of grace, a day of endearment, a day of every single thing you can wish for as a person. It's a happy day for me. It can feel like a bittersweet. To an extent, but it's a glorious day, and there's no way I can share that day without sharing with people who I know have got the gift to get to the next level. They've grown something healthy and big for themselves. They are magical in their craft, and the truth is, like I said, we're in a space where not everybody gets that chance to grow to the next level. But that's the good thing about platforms like this, where you give creators and talents the opportunity to have their own time, right? And now I realize that there's always a conversation that I got after I decided and I announced that I'll be spending my last days on the radio. And I realized that I got a lot of messages like, Baba, is it when I'm not blown? That's when you are now taking your leave. Like, I'm not going to get the chance to even have a conversation with you, because I've always want to be part of this journey also. And I said, you know what? Let the last day be about them, right? And ladies and gentlemen, I met this guy at King Maddie's listening, and I've heard about him, right? But he attempted the Guinness World Record, and he's going to tell you more about that. He attended the Guinness World Record, and it's not just that. It's what in the fit he was trying to do that, people might think, I mean, is it worth it? But for someone to always want to go number of hours, that length, to prove themselves, is also from a place where people are looking for an avenue to show themselves, because the world will not get to see you every time. What's the best way to let the world hear you, right? And then he started something. He's going to tell you what what the record was trying to break. He's going to tell you more about that. Ladies and gentlemen, right here on 96.9 Cool FM, I'm talking to the one and only Hit Sound. How are you doing, G?
I'm doing great.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
How are you, Hit Sound? So you attended the Guinness World Record. First of all, in what?
So I attempted to break the world record for the longest recording marathon with multiple artists.
And how many hours did you spend?
I spent 76 hours in total. And then the former record before mine was 41.
41 record?
Yeah.
Now, have you submitted your application?
Unfortunately for me, when I attempted my record, I got the approval and everything. But within that time frame, we had people doing Yamaton, Ronaton, all the tons. And then Guinness decided to just chill out on everything we're doing. And they said for Nigerians at that time frame, they will not be considering some of our attempts, but they will give us a second chance to prove, which I'm absolutely working on that.
You're attempting to break the record again?
Yes.
Because 41 to 76 hours. That's a length.
That's one of the most toughest things I've ever done in my life.
So how many hours? How many minutes do you spend as a session with each artist?
So while we're screening, we took 30 artists, but we ended up doing 50, and then each artist took 45 to 1 hour because I did everything complete.
So now what is your skill level as a producer?
If I'm to rate my skill level, I'd say I'm a professional, because I've been doing this for 11 years.
Have you made any hit record?
Yeah, I'm working towards that. But yeah, I've co-produced, I've written, I've worked with the likes of Techno, Fino. Okay. I've worked with a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I also mean your skill level, do you mix and master? Do you produce? Do you write as well? Because we are producers that write.
Yeah.
And do you mix and master? Do you write? What's your skill level? How far do you go with each section for a musician?
Oh, yeah. So I write, I also mix, I master, I make beats, and I also teach music.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So now brings me to the conversation about Music Business University.
Yeah.
You're bold, bro. So what is that about?
All right. So when I started making music back in like 2010, 2009, I always knew that there was something bigger than like physical classes because I couldn't afford it. And then for like 5 years, I was struggling with the idea of like raising money because I was still in secondary school and stuff. So I always knew I needed to do something about it. So I thought of an idea of doing a free online university where people could learn music business. Even if for now I'm struggling with trying to get like big people to join me, but I'm doing it on my own. The little stuff I know, I'm teaching people for free. And over time, I've been getting like good remarks. We have over 11,000 signups on the website.
Crazy.
And the database is becoming too big. I didn't know that a lot of people were in need of that. But yeah, I'm so happy that I started it.
Crazy. So you're a rich boy. So how much if I want to take your course, how much do you charge for that?
For now, we haven't sold any course to anyone.
Okay.
Because the whole goal is to like get people to know what the basics are.
And that's you want to build a community.
Yeah, I want to build a community.
Okay.
But because we don't have like an actual space, I'm looking forward to dropping a couple products for people to support, but we're still developing them right now.
That's good. So now there is a misconception about music and producers selling beats. How I think you need to break that down to us because now to a layman, if I'm a rookie in this business and I want a beat for my song, I also have an idea that there are websites or you have platforms you go to and buy beats. I mean, I have a friend of mine, like a brother of mine, who does something like that. His name is Barry Beats. You buy his beats online. Now, as much as I know him and his family, sometimes I don't get it. So there's a misconception. I want you to take me through that.
Okay.
How does it work?
Yeah, so I discovered a platform called BeatStars that's before COVID. And BeatStars is like a place where you upload your beats and you sell licenses to artists. And these have not only changed the way we used to make music, but it have given a lot of people an opportunity to excel. Because once you make a beat as a producer, the hardest part is getting people to use it. So what BeatStars did was they gave us an avenue to upload the beats and sell it for cheaper prices on lease. So it's like you own a beat, which in like a real town, let me say you have a house, and then you let people come stay inside like an Airbnb. They pay you a certain amount, but they don't own the house.
Okay, so that's the thing. If I buy your beat, does not mean I own it completely.
No, you don't own it.
So that means if I buy your beat, then I still have, for example, what do you own if I buy it?
Yeah, so if you buy the beat from me as lease, which is like $30, $60, or $100, depend on the license, because how the website works is every single individual beat you upload, you give them licenses. So if somebody is going to buy the wave version for recording, they pay like $100, and then they don't own the beat, but you give them a license, like an agreement to upload the beat, the song, or everything they make from it. Then you share royalties. And if the song takes off and blows up, they can come back for exclusive license. Yeah.
That's a good thing. That's really so. Now about growing as an actor, when the money, that's when, or when the money no deep pocket, that's when clearly your mind opens up.
Yeah.
Did you build this out of pain?
I absolutely built this out of pain, because for the first time I'll be saying this, when I got inspiration to become a producer, I was selling akara on the street. So I didn't like the work.
Rewind. You know, the thing is, there's a part, because people need to get this.
Yeah.
You were first. Let me go back before you come back to that, right? Because you just threw me off.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, tell us a little bit about you and your background.
Okay, so I started making music in the far north, Katsina State, and I grew up in a family where everybody was making music. My dad was a choir master, and for me, I had a big background in music because we had this huge library of cassettes. My dad loved listening to music, and then when I came of age, I felt like, okay, everybody goes to school, graduates, do everything they like, get a job. I didn't like all that concept, and then I was helping my mom at her restaurant, and then in the evening, I also helped sell akara and stuff. Then I felt like, no, I need to change the narrative. Then I got a job at the studio as a cleaner. And then from there, everything started changing. But where I got the turning point was I decided not to do physical music. So I went digital, where I started uploading my beats to SoundCloud and websites that were allowing free uploads like Ninja Flavor, TuneDeck, and all those platforms. Then one beat took over on AudioMac, which changed everything. Then somebody told me like, oh, in the
What
UK,
beat was that?
the name of the beat is All for Love.
Okay.
And I made that beat at the most darkest part of my life because I just had a surgery and I was alone. I begged the nurse, got a laptop, and then I made that beat because I was feeling some type of way, uploaded it, and the next day I started getting calls. Yo, I'm from New York. I heard your beat. I want to buy this beat. People were fighting over the beat. I now said, okay, you know what? I asked a friend of mine, now said, instead of selling one beat to one person, I can lease it to them. And that was when I now understood the concept I explained to you. Then I opened a BeatStars account, and during COVID, I became a millionaire automatic because people couldn't move. So all the beats I've been uploading over the years, they made millions. They started buying them, trooping in. So for the producers out there, I mean, the best thing you can do is don't just be locked in with not doing anything for yourself. You can go online, make beats, sell sample packs, and do what you got to do.
This is an amazing story.
Yeah.
This is an amazing story. You guys don't want me to leave radio, right? I've had a lot of amazing stories, and this is one of it. And at this point, I need to start suspecting my friend because I think he's hiding money.
Yeah, you should suspect him.
No, Baro, we need to talk because, like, Baro, what's going on? You're so rich, you hide money.
I do
Wow.
have a friend that makes like $100,000 a week from YouTube. Yeah, he sells beats. So do the maths. If you have a beat at $50 and then you get like 4,000 sales of that in a week, that's a lot. It's just passive income. He doesn't do anything. He chills.
Do you know Baro, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Baro, there's a problem. We need to have a conversation because that means you're throwing dollars away. Bruh, you are magic in what you've done.
Thank you
I
very
don't know
much.
what it is, and I think it's time for you to try the Guinness Book of World Record fit again.
Yeah, thank you.
Because I mean, the truth is, when I got a, I think you sent me Metsu one time. I think, yeah, I can't even remember. But the truth is, I'm happy that you got your shot to be here, right?
Thank you.
And I'm happy that I graced this.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is unconventional. I love it.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
I hear about these things, but the way you broke it down is the way you opened your mind to do certain things, right? It is a big deal, right? On that note, we need to go on a break, right? We need to go on a break right now. When I get back, I'll be talking to a rapper, a young kid, ready for the next level. It's called Fleazy, right? You better don't touch that radio. It's going to be a packed day. Let's go. more about your music and where you find yourself in the whole madness. But I also want to wrap it up with Hit Sound right here on your number one hit music station. It's 96.9 Cool FM. It's a Friday and it's a big Friday. Big Friday, right? I've got DJ Rabbit on the ones and two playing the hits always. And today is set aside. This has been the last time you hear my voice on the radio. So it's worth it. I've been kicking it since November 2024. I think November Sec Fest 2024. That's when I walked into the space and I grew with the whole family. I was an intern for over 5 years. I think 4 or 5 years. I had to work my way up, and I worked harder for that. So today is a day of glory in my life. Today is a day of happiness, and I wish everybody the same. And people asking me questions, what's next? Listen, first of all, you're never gonna stop seeing me at parties. You know it. I always say when I call myself the super hype man, you know what that means. Energy, so the energy god still stays always. Hype is alive. But the truth is, there's so much coming up as well. Keep your fingers crossed. Like I say, Super Good Sweets. So I've got Hit Sound right here on the show, and he talked about his life as a producer, what he started with, and during the COVID season, which I think is very smart for anyone. How he started his life, even working with his mom and sending akara, or just to make ends meet. And then at the day in his darkest time, he made a record, and that everything just changed everything, right? The truth is, if you had 5 people you're going to produce right now, so, from what I heard from you, I'm going to give you 5 people right now.
Okay.
I don't know if they are actually on the list of your dream producers. This is free A&R.
Okay.
I see Hit Sound making a record with Ira Star.
I already did, but I would love to do it again.
You worked at Ira Star already?
Yeah, I engineered Ashe for Colors.
Ooh.
And the energy was crazy. Like we had the connection.
See the truth flying out, bro. I probably need to be his prophet in this thing. Okay, that's good. So I see you Hit Sound making a record with Cash Cumming.
Cash Cumming and I, we've been chatting for a while, but we haven't really worked. But I love that to happen very soon. Very, very soon.
Listen, I need to open my own church. Music church. Okay, so now I also see you working with, and to be honest, this might sound a little crazy, but I see you working with Portable.
That would be amazing. I love Portable a lot, but I've never envisioned we being in the studio, because I feel like he's this kind of person that once we connect, I'm going to give him an R&B sound, and I don't know if he's going to accept that.
Why? Why do you think he's not? But have you heard his melody?
Yeah, he does have melody.
So it kind of reminds me of when Terry G started. Everybody thinks Terry G makes this type of music, but Terry G actually started as an R&B artist.
Yeah.
If you listen to Portable's melody and texture, it can actually fit into that as well.
Yeah. If once we get in the studio, that's what I'm gonna do, like R&B, pure.
Okay, so another person I think I'd be nice. I see you working with is who? Okay, yeah. Another person I see you working with is, let me see. This one we hit. To be honest, is Magix.
Yeah, I'd love to work with Magix. I do have his kind of sound.
Crazy. And last but not the least, you're going to take that spot.
Okay.
So you choose.
Rema.
Bam.
Rema. I want
on your back.
You know what? What's funny is that for some reason on YouTube, I do have the most popular Rema type beats. So I'm sure you must have heard my sound. Rema, wherever you are, if you're listening to this, I got beats for you.
Baba shooting short streets. Bakam. But that'll be nice, right? Thank you, Hit Sound, for coming on the show, right? Next up, I've got Fleazy in the building. Fleazy, how fine?
You don't shit it.
You know what I'm This is James. This is just James Boys. Fleazy, how fine?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. But how are you? How are you, G?
I'm good.
You're good? You're good? How long have you been in the business of music?
For about 6-7 years.
7 years.
Yeah.
Crazy. If you ever do if you ever have a collar back tune with this voice, you know what I'm going to pay you? I'll put your voice on the midnight call. But that's very good.
Thank you, sir.
Rappers and hip hop, you know, I love hip hop. I love rappers.
Yeah, I know.
But there is a perception about how the music is positioned in Nigeria. I mean, however way everybody sees it, I love hip hop and I love rappers.
Yeah.
But you know, there's always the idea where they say, oh, you know, it's not really celebrating Nigeria as such, which I don't agree.
Yeah.
Where do you place yourself in the midst of everybody?
Well, before I say anything, I want to first of all give you your flowers for your contribution to hip hop music.
Wow.
I listened to I listened to Chinkwekun's freestyle one time. You hosted it, I think, and it was very long. It was amazing. I mean, back then I think I was in secondary school, and that was an highlight of the moment then, because I listened to it and I was very inspired. And thank you for doing that for hip hop music. And I think what I think about the genre of hip hop music is in Nigeria, I think he's doing fine. I don't know what they're expecting from the genre, but I think it's doing fine because we have two types of hip hop music in Nigeria. We have the Afrobeat hip hop music and we have the hardcore hip hop music.
So where do you fall in?
I fall in the Afrobeat hip hop music. I don't do the hardcore. Hardcore is a very, very serious, very, very, very serious part of hip hop. But the hip hop Afrobeat is where the Olamide, the Reminisce, there's a blend of our tradition, Faji, vibe, cruise, Afrobeat, and rap. Yeah. And the hardcore is where MI, Chizzy Jags, AQ, and Black Bones, and that's it.
Get that.
And and personally, I think I don't know, maybe people are expecting too much from the genre because the genre wasn't made for fun. The genre was made to pass a message.
I agree with you. I mean, but now everybody's they want to make money, right? And everybody's going with the flow. And sometimes it comes from the angle where you see people that you see are doing that type of hip hop, and they transition into making it that way that you just explained. And it just you realize that sometimes everybody wants to get into the mainstream market.
Yes.
And that's how it is. So I understand that feeling.
Yes.
But anyways, we're going on a break. When I get back, I'll be asking you more questions on your project. And then he's going to drop in a 1 minute freestyle on the show as well.
Of course.
Let's see how that goes. But you know what? Keep your fingers crossed. We're going on a quick break. It's 96.9 Cool FM. I've got the one and only DJ Rabbit hanging out with me. You know it. It's the Energy God deals with the TUN. It's a Friday, and it's the last day on the radio. Like I already said, it's the last radio bender. But hey, you just heard a song of XT, right? Next T. That's his name, and I mean, when you got next to your name, that means you're confident. I mean, you just never see what's coming. All right, but the music is dope. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. But I just want to wrap it up very quickly with Fleazy, right?
Yes.
Fleazy with the Translation means the voice. Okay, so what's next for you? You got any project out?
Yeah, I'm dropping my project first half of this year.
First half. Do you have any body of work out yet before now?
No, I don't.
So this will be your first one?
Project, yeah.
Wow. So that will be, you're dropping it when?
Next 2 months, I guess.
Next month. Okay. That's an EP, right?
Yeah, it's an EP.
Why? Can I ask you, why don't people just go for albums these days?
For upcoming artists or for blown artists?
Albums could be for anybody.
Okay. Can you repeat the question again?
I mean, why don't people record albums anymore?
I
No,
don't
people
know.
record albums.
Yeah, people do.
But are you saying, I don't think albums are for blown artists. Albums are for everybody. It only depends. The only excuse I can make for that is you want people to listen to your music the quicker.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have all the time for anybody to go through. But if you're confident enough, you've got something good to share.
Yeah.
And because we have a low attention span, right? Yeah. So I don't want you to look at it like that. Yeah, but I get what you mean, but it's not for blown artists. Albums are for everyone.
Yes, I know.
But I was saying you're dropping an EP soon.
Yes, I am.
Okay, do you have a name for it already?
No, I don't.
You don't?
Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So who would you like to work with?
A lot, thousands. I guess I want to work with Olamide. I want to work with Reminisce. I want to work with Asha, Word. I want to work with Brian Mo. I want to work with AQ, MI, JT Jax.
Good. So crazy, man. So your core is hip hop.
Yes.
And you love it.
I do.
That's good. That's a beautiful thing, right? So Fleazy, I want to see you on the next level.
Thank you.
But before you go, you're just gonna drop a 1 minute freestyle. Like you said, you can rap, right?
Yeah.
Rap, you got phone beats. I'm gonna drop a beat for you 1 minute.
Can I do a cappella, please?
Oh, a cappella.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let me just kill it for you, ladies and gentlemen. And I have a friend of mine who just popped in. Well, I mean, if you're so good, you got Ira in your name. There's a beautiful thing about that, right? He's one of my best hype men that I've seen perform. But I'll be talking to him very soon when we wrap it up. I mean, because see, wájà anybody àwọn ọtí gé wa lọ. Okay, so are you ready, bro?
Yes,
Fleazy on the mic. Let's go. Drop it.
Yeah. I woke up in Ikorodu today and I'd be like 6 a.m. in the trenches. Shout out to my boys with the Lekki. The bag making me feel like I'm not ready. This one pay me to the bone for the road. Some orthopedic I need. Pakiti Molifa Kojumeleri before my teddies. Bandana Lori me be Machiavelli. Show me the love, and if I don't get it, I get it. My niggas did it before me. My father taught me the loving. The days I failed, I'm still recording. Shidadako to Sheburuku, you see the profits. Pray so much these days, my knees are hurting. See waiting, I don't pull my leg. Feels like I'm stalking. Oh my God, I can't be more specific. Surely Lombomoje, Abolin Bomoje critics, I'm in my feelings because I know they talk Waruk Burundi. Ogbokuros Madalina don't want to shame me. But I'm still the God's hand, and if I'm called to glory, and to dream along with me, but Jenny, I'm God's hand. I feel like David, God's willing, God's organ, you know they feel me. Everybody wanna be close when things are working, my lips are burning, my knees are wandering, my read is talking. Cause you gonna be last, I'm keeping money, you're keeping grudges now until we die, we go be cousin.
Chill out. That's the bar. Okay, I was thinking, what's the punchline? Okay. What's the last part again? You were keeping.
I'm keeping money, you're keeping grudges. Now until we die, we go be cousin.
Thank you very much, Fleazy, right? And we're not going to forget your name. Keep working hard. And we all want to see you on the next level. And I'm grateful. I mean, God, you got your shot here. And thank you very much for all the compliments and accolades you've given, right? And I mean, like I say, let's see how that plays out, right?
Thank you.
It's 96.9 Cool FM. His name is Fleazy. How do you catch you quickly? Just tell us your handles. Want to catch you on.
Fleazy Gunman, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, everywhere. On Apple, all digital platforms. Fleazy Gunman.
No, don't worry. It goes. It goes. Don't worry. It goes right.
So
we're going to go on a break, right? Are we going on a break? Are we going on a quick break? Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Next T, right?
Next T,
I
yeah.
got that right. Listen, you're not going to be angry with me. Names can fly around sometimes. You're on 96.9 Cool FM, your number one hit music station. And thank you for walking in, too, as well, by Next T. What would you call your type of sound?
My type of sound.
I mean, what would you categorize if you know music genres? Where would you put your music?
Afrofusion.
Afrofusion. Okay. And when did you really decide to to embody this and think, okay, this is what I want to call it?
Okay, actually, for a long time I've been trying to find my sound, and then lately I figured out that okay, I can do a lot of sound. I can do R&B today, and I can decide to be aggressive about it tomorrow. You get me? So I feel like there's just a lot of things aligned
happening around, right?
Yeah.
So if I want to categorize you as Afro Adura, you don't like that. So you don't want that.
I don't know.
You can say it openly.
I mean, I don't want to be boxed in a certain genre.
Do you agree with that? That's a genre created by a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
However you want to call it, but do you want to associate yourself with that genre?
No, I don't mind. It's all good.
You don't mind?
Yeah.
Because I'm saying that because your music carries a lot of storytelling.
Yeah.
Storytelling.
Yeah.
So where does your writing come from?
Music is like a lifestyle to me, like my life, people close to me, the way I build things. So, it just come like that. I just write my songs based on true life,
So what have you written about before that happened to you, true life, real life?
A lot too.
Can you tell us one of these?
Most of my songs, honestly. Most of my songs.
So can you tell us one scenario of something that happened with you that you wrote about?
Should I talk about this song that I playing?
Yeah, I think you should.
Okay, so I think this song comes from a place of, when you feel disrespected by someone that used to respect you a lot.
Oh, wow.
Just because you're going through a certain, you get me? So
I get that. So it's you made a song about someone who disrespected you that used to respect you before.
No, I didn't actually base it on that part, but then that's what inspired the song.
Oh, great. Okay, good. This music business is highly competitive. We have both the good, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, if you think about it, right, what is your unique element as a person and as an artist, as a talent? What do you think makes you different from everybody else?
My vocals and my writing skills and, the way I carry myself as well.
So would you completely say that the way you write your music kind of just stands you out from everybody else?
Yes.
Do you write for people?
Yes.
Have you written for any known artists before?
Yes.
Do you want to mention their names? Yes. Don't tell me no, because that's where. Do you write songs? Yes. Have you written for any popular artists? Yes. Do you want to mention their names? Yes.
Okay.
Who have you written for?
Okay, I worked on Skibby featuring Kiss Daniel.
Okay.
Somebody.
Okay.
And then Big Baby by D'banj and Skibby as well.
Okay.
I wrote that. Although I didn't get all the credit I'm supposed to get.
No, not my level.
Yeah.
That last
And
one. You're not going to get it. Don't worry about that. Let's just say that for another day.
And I've written songs for emerging artists as well.
Okay. Can you call any names?
I've written for Hybrid. I've written for Fancy. Couple, I cannot remember honestly.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That means, you work hard. But always fight for your credit. It's very necessary to do that. Don't let anybody, no known artist or big artist or even anybody emerging to tell you can get credit for what you wrote, right? That is your daily bread. That is what you own. Do you get what I'm saying, right? We have a couple of artists who can write for themselves. And one of them you mentioned is there. So, but please, always get credit for what you wrote, what you worked for. It's your right. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
That's it. So, because eventually when the song grows and goes bigger, you're going to get upset because you're not starting making money and then you're not there. You get me?
Yeah,
So
sure.
tell me about your biggest record. I mean, and what's coming up for next for you next, T?
My biggest record, I think that should be Bless Me. That was 2019, I think 2019, 2020. That song, I recorded that song. I didn't even like that beat at first. It was my producer that, insisted I, recorded on that song. I mean, on the beat rather. So, and eventually the song came out and really nice. I got 3 versions of the song. One featured Mubad, Indo West, and another one featured Skibi as well.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Well, for me, it's a big deal when songwriting is going to a new level. You know that, right?
Yeah, sure.
Apart from making your music, writing music, you can see that Dak Child was inducted recently, right, to the Hall of Fame, and he wrote a lot of big songs. So what he means is there's a word for songwriters as well. Apart from you making your music, there's a word for that. So please. Just make sure you milk both ways, right?
Yes,
Thank you,
sure.
Next T, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
What are we looking out for you next?
A lot actually. I'm dropping Gen Z in like a month time, Gen Z, and I have a project too as well coming up. Still working on it.
Okay.
So that's all. There's a lot coming up this year.
Thank you very much, Next T, right? And that's how we wrap it up with you on the show. And shout out to Fleazy as well. And thank you for coming
Thank you
the
so
show.
much. Thank you so much.
I want to see more of you and what you do regarding your music.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, 96.9 Cool FM. It is the midday show, right? We're going on a break. We're right back on the show. Don't touch that radio.
What does the new Amstel
time we play you those hits every single time. And today we make it so special where I'm giving our guys who deserve to take a shot at whatever they're doing, and you know however they work so much on their craft, and sometimes they just need that lift to get to the next level. You have a way of boxing them and calling it a certain type of name. I don't like that name, but the most beautiful part of it is he's one person that I've loved the sound for a long time, and you know is consistent in refeeling and going with the sound and growing what he knows how to do best. And when I mean consistent, also in reaching out when it comes to his music every single time. There's no way I'm not going to wrap this show up and wrap my time up on the radio without talking to this kid. He's been consistent for how many years now? How many years? Age,
yeah, I can't even count. It's been a long time, you know, I've been trying to get to you.
You know the thing is, and you know the weird thing is, we keep up with conversations, right?
Right.
But I think the best time is the best time. And I think the best way to wrap the show up and call my time on the radio, Deuces, is having a conversation with a kid. I believe in what he does and how far he has grown. And I'm happy that this time around, I think I reached out this time and said, you know what, let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the one and the only Carla Williams.
Yes,
and you were in the building, right?
Yes,
Carla, first of all, I want to say it might have taken that long, but the truth is, you know, it's worth it.
Yeah,
your sound is, and I like the fact that you're humble at what you do. You have grown yourself beyond every measure. You see beyond what we're doing here, and I mean what you have for yourself. You built your mind to earn it. Yeah. I think that's it. And henceforth, really bro, I mean, you have a medal. You got to take your flowers from me
really
on that. And shout out to everybody supporting you as well, and see beyond just what you have. There's a lot more that you can do, and I'm grateful for that. And welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you so much for having me. Real quick, I would love to give you your flowers because you've had an iconic run. I remember we linked up at the music event. I think I was an award event.
Yeah.
And I was talking to you, and the first thing I told you is, apart from me being such a huge fan, my father is such a huge. I remember I told you that because my pops is really young, you know. So I've been listening to your shows, you know, for years and envisioning being in this position. So this is a dream come true for me. You've had a legendary run. You know, your hip map, you know, on radio, in music, in Afro beats. Oh my, like it's only rival to someone like Steph Curry, to be honest, because you've been everywhere. You've you've done everything. You know, you've done everything.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, and shout out to your dad as well. The truth is, like I said, I mean that times to. I sat down behind them, a radio, and I listened to other people as well, likes of Dan Foster, Lisa Dibois, and then I just said, I want to do this, and it's just ironic and kind of weird now having someone tell me the same thing as well, and it's crazy, and I feel like you said, it's a magical run for me. I can't even explain it. I feel sometimes I've lost count of the kind of milestones I've had. But grateful for people like you. You keep lifting the genre, and the thing about you keep going, Kola, and that's why I realized the day he hits. He's never going away. Tell us more about your music, bro.
I make Afro fusion. I make Afro hip hop, primarily Afro hip hop because that's my forte. But I make Afro fusion as well. You know, there's need to diversify and meet demand. You know, the demand for music to actually meet at what people want to listen to. So
does that put pressure on you when you talk about the demand?
Oh, not at all. Because I'm a huge fan of music itself. So I'm not a huge fan of one genre. I'm a huge fan of music. So that spans across various genres.
If I check your catalog right now, I mean, aside just you, how many records have you made?
On Spotify, you see 21 records out. on Spotify.
So you just make music and put it out?
Yeah, I don't know, like, sorry, I don't know if I might even, like, some labels ask me to send new music, and I don't even have new music because I just dropped a project, and I don't like to hoard me. I don't think I'm a blown artist, so the song that can blow you tomorrow can't just be sitting on your hard drive or on your phone. You got to put it out. So I like to put out my music. You know, I like to put out my music.
Are you independent?
Oh yeah, I'm independent.
Would you ever sign a record deal if it comes?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking to sign. You know, as long as it's the right one, it's the we have the right reasons, the right interests, we have the right vision. Please, I'm definitely.
If you're gonna shoot your shot in anyone, what would that be? I mean, internationally, anywhere in Nigeria, if you want to shoot your shot.
I've asked myself this question a lot of time as well to help me program, but I can't actually say. I think the plug. I think the plug, but label I can't say, but management I can say the plug. You know, simply because we've been family. They some of the staff from there discovered me at a very.
And the truth is, they're very. I mean, you're talking about A-Side, Bizzle, and Alaji Poppy.
The drive. I
true.
have.
And they're so experienced as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it, man. Yeah. So you rather sign a management deal than a record deal?
For now. Yeah, I would rather sign a deal that would take me to the next level, the right place I'm supposed to be. You know, if it's a publishing deal, if it's a distribution deal with a nice advance, if it's a record deal, I'm open to do business. It's business.
I get that. So if I check your playlist right now, Kola,
yes, sir.
And talking about the type of genre you categorize your music, what aside your music? Whose song would I find on your playlist?
It goes. Okay, I'll just my last. They're not even Nigerians. My last weird moments of playing music. The Fray. I don't know if you know them. The Fray.
Sure I do.
All City.
Crazy.
Nickelback. You
okay,
imagine,
so now
right?
you're on the same page with me. Cause so that means you listen to songs like. You mentioned Owl City, Nickelback. You're definitely going to like Coldplay.
Oh.
Yeah. You're definitely going to like Doherty.
No. Doherty. Yeah. Huge fan of Doherty.
Crazy.
Doherty,
so you listen to a lot of rock music.
Loads of rock, loads of music. Just whatever the mood is, at the time.
Crazy.
I'm
and it's weird. But the thing is, so... where do you write from? I mean, where is always your mind when you write?
Experiences. The music. I don't know how to explain this, but sometimes when you really listen to, when you listen to a beat, most of the time the beat is actually telling you what you're supposed to say on the record. It's telling you about what the song is about. I listen to a beat and I'm like, oh, this is romance, this is R&B, this is love, and then the beat has already given me the direction.
Okay.
So I just follow.
Do you produce your own songs?
No, I don't produce. I don't make beats.
Okay.
I don't make beats, but I compose.
That's good.
I compose.
Have you ever worked with any top artists?
Oh, top
yeah,
artists?
well, you did a song with Terry Akpala, which is, I love it.
Yeah, huge fan.
How old is that song?
That's about 3 years.
Crazy.
3 years. It still sounds new, right?
Dope, new, fresh.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. So,
it was produced by Ozedikos as well. Genius producer Ozedikos.
Ozedikos
real big respect to Ozedikos. Big respect to Terapala as well.
Good job. I want to listen to some new stuff from you right now. And when we get back, we'll be calling it a wrap. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got Carla Williams on your number one hit music station, 96.9 Cool FM. Yeah, you call you?
And I was that's my tag.
Willie.
Yeah, Free Willie.
Free Willie.
Yeah.
Free Willie. The thing is, like I said, I love your name too. Anyways, anything goes. Carla Williams, a.k.a. Free Willie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll be right back at the show 96.9 Cool FM. We're going on a break, right? We're going on a break.
Don't touch
All right, then, but we need to drop the hot tune from Free Willie. Then when we get back, we'll talk more about your body of work, what you're working on, and then that's how we play out, right?
Yes,
Let's go. 100.9 Cool FM. It is the midday show, and in a few minutes will be time for the road show with Kemi Smalls and Gucci. It is my last day on the radio. In a few minutes, I'll be dropping the microphone, and that will be my last time on the radio. I've been kicking this for 20 years, Monday through the Fridays, from the night show, starting as a production coordinator, producing, making jingles. It's crazy all the way up.
Legendary run.
Yeah, I'll be telling you more about that before we wrap it up. But I want to finish with Free Willy. Free Willy, what's next for you? What's the plan for the year?
I just dropped a project. Just dropped Karaoke Boy, 7 tracks, no features. And that project was what welcomed me to a new community, because I just became part of one of the biggest communities on Twitter. That's Quality Music.
Oh, okay.
And it's just a
I heard
bunch
about
of kids.
them.
Everybody just pushing up, and we dropped Karaoke Boy last year. So this year is just opening myself up to new opportunities and trying to get like proper structure around me. Try to get proper contract, a proper deal.
And that will happen, bro. That will happen. I mean, we want to see how that happens, how that plays out. Thank you so much, G, for coming on the show. Free Willy, keep working hard. We want to see more of the best from you, ladies and gentlemen. And how can they follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Kola Williams. That's IamKolaWilliams. I am Kola Williams on Instagram and Twitter.
And all your music is on every platform.
Everywhere.
It's good everywhere.
Kola Williams. All you gotta do is check it out. Videos are on YouTube. Singles are on all DSPs. Big shout out to Mr. Easy as well, because that's the first person that gave me like a big cosign,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's when I have 3 bodies of work. So if you check out my catalog, if you check out projects, you're gonna see everything is stacked up. It's stacked up.
Stacked up already, bruh.
Records.
Okay, and we want to see more of that. Thank you so much for coming on the show, right? Thank you, Kola. I want to give a big shout out to everybody who came through. Shout out to every single person that came. I'm a small doctor, LAX, and shout out to my friend who just became his CSP, right? That's my day one. His guy started as a manager for Solid Star. So let me tell you, apart from that, he also ran with a record deal with Achievers Entertainment. You know that, right? That's an OG right there. But now he's a policeman. Legend. Thank you so much, Anas, for coming through. And he actually runs a management also that manages magicians. There's a guy called Mysterio. He's right here. I mean, I didn't want him to come close. I'm sure my phone will not disappear. And then he brings it out somewhere else. So I'm like, brah, stay in your lane, G. Okay. But okay, he's got something hot coming up, a live lounge tomorrow, and something on the 16th as well, right? Shout out to you, Mysterio. And as a magician, I think the last time we met was at Ashlocks, right? Thank you. He made something disappear, and like since then I got scared. Real talk,
can you make my records appear on like the top 10?
Mysterio, you see, that's a challenge, right? Anything can happen. Thank you very much. See, listen, what more can I say? This is like the most unassuming way to wrap the show up. You see this next song playing is the song that I used to wrap the show up when I started my night show. Every time the song comes up, the show is over for that day. And shout out to everybody who tuned in, who made this more possible for me. It's 20 years of love, 20 years of greatness. You guys have no idea. This is how this feels to me. It's tough, to be honest, but I gotta go. It's time. And I think the best part of everything is what I've learned, what I've built for myself as a brand. It's crazy. But I'm grateful to everyone who held me down from day one. I want to give this big shout out to my dad, my mom as well. Oh, man, you guys are wonderful people. To my younger brother, Pipi Nazi. My sister, Bimbola, I love you very much. To all my family, I wish today would have been a lot different. Maybe my kids would have just walked in, but it's all good. I've done it. So, it's tough, but it's time. Shout out to everybody on Cool FM, to Daddy Freezo, Lisa, to Baby, to everybody that held me down. Kayla, Tammy, Lissy, Tammy, Stephanie Koka, Evita Mosal, Evita Nojem, to Tatiana, Shaheen, Serge, everyone, Femi Obong Daniels. I mean, the list goes on. Daddy Freeze, Manny, that trained me very well on doing voiceovers. I became a production coordinator. I started from the night show as an intern first. I used to label CDs and load it up. And that's where you guys can have songs. Shout out to Tom Rounds. Rest in peace wherever you are. Down Foster, thank you very much. Rest in peace. There was a time I never had my job back. That guy got it back for me. It's a lot for me. But I gotta go. It's time. And to everybody who held it down with me on the radio for years, this is my time. And like I always say, I'm the energy god. Do2dtun is one of one. I'm out of here.
Another winter day has come and gone away. Maybe the Paris or Rome, and I wanna go home.